Yes, the Reds. It's the Anfield Wrap post-match pint. After Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2. We've gone to the Emirates. We've played them off the park. They haven't had a kick. It wasn't quite like that. I didn't think we'd be saying this 10 minutes in. But what a result for the Reds. What a result for the resilient Reds. Showing all their grit, all their steel, all their determination. Showing exactly everything that Arsenal lacked. And we've dumped them out the cup. Glorious. I'm Neil Dockingham here with Stu Wright, with James Sutton. And what a day we've had. It didn't start off like that, but what a performance in the end from the Reds.
You and me sat in the bar after about 40 minutes going, we'll grow into this. We'll grow into this game. It'll be sound. Honestly, after that first half was miserable. Like, not to start the show on a downer, but that first half was really fucking miserable. There were absolutely no positives to take other than I think Konate plays really well, but gets just pulled out of position constantly by Arsenal. But we grow into the game. The substitutions were fantastic. Moving Núñez over to the right-hand side was a great shout. And the goals, they come at just the right time. And listen, this is an Arsenal team, right, that not only has quote-unquote bottled the league, they've played at home today in front of their own crowd. They've played a full-strength side. We've not got Virgil van Dijk. We've not got the best player in the world up top. And we still come out 2-0 up.
No Wataru Endo.
And no Endo. And we come out on top.
No, I mean, obviously, eyebrows are raised. I know mine were when you see Virgil's not on the team sheet. Fortunately, you know, it's not an injury, it's an illness. But you're worrying, are we going to have the defensive cohesion that we're going to need? Are we going to have the leadership at the back? Is the line going to be right? And for the first 10, 15 minutes, I think the answer was no. And I was starting to think this could be a long afternoon. But I would say there was a big positive, which was just how they stuck to the task, the resilience they showed, and then the performances. I thought a real captain's performance from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Konate showing everything you'd want in Virgil's absence.
Yeah, resilience is the word. I mean, to be fair, I thought we were very resilient, although I didn't see you were sat in between me and Sutton. Yeah, I didn't know he was having like an absolute mental breakdown in that first half.
The devil and the angel on each shoulder. I told you, you were the voice of reason.
Well, that must have been mad for you, to be fair. But I always felt that. I always felt that Arsenal were prone to potentially entering into a bit of a crisis here, a bit of a crisis of confidence. The longer it went on, that they didn't score, they didn't take the chances. I just felt if we got to a point where we brought Jota on and we were still in it, I felt there was only going to be one winner. And the longer the game went on, I was just more resolute within that, really. And I felt that, particularly that second half, the way then we were able to pick them off on the counter-attack, got to say, there was a lot of stones there shown by the manager as well to make the substitution that he did to move Trent into midfield, to bring Conor Bradley on at right back, and bring Bobby Clark on. I thought that was a great move, and also the little change they made at half time where he moved Diaz over to the right, Núñez to the left, and Gakpo to the middle, which then became Jota.
Worked a treat, didn't it?
It absolutely did. It really stretched them. It gave us an outlet every single time. 2 runners either side of the pitch. And as I say, I felt that the longer the game went on, I really did feel that there was only going to be one winner, and that was going to be us.
Yeah, and that's astonishing given the way that it panned out early doors. I mean, they're obviously a very good football team, obviously have a little laugh at their expense at the start there, but we saw when they came to Anfield just how good they are at moving through the gears, just how good their shape is, just how much quality they've got on the ball. And there were times in the first half where they looked frightening, and I really thought we were going to be in danger, but it seemed to be whenever they got into that final third, whenever it came to the last pass, there was the wrong decision. Saka in particular, I mean, it was 4 or 5
I thought both their
times.
Strikers were poor today, actually, truth be told.
Havertz was very poor, I thought.
Yeah, I thought, you know, you're absolutely right in what you said. In the game at Anfield, you could see that the shape of them was very, very different, and I was really impressed by that. But, you know, you only have to see over the last few weeks, they've done a hell of a job in their front line to make their own fans absolutely hate them. You know, I mean, it felt like they could have played until next Christmas and they wouldn't have known where the back of the net was. They seem to be going through a real crisis of confidence there. And I think, you know, that is a real blow to Arsenal now. I mean, I know they didn't have Jesus today, but he's not one who's prolific either. Saka doesn't look like he's really lost his golden touch, hasn't he, there? And when you counter that, when you look at us, we are all business, particularly when we've got Jota on the pitch. He might be the most efficient striker I've ever known. He is, for a player who's not that big, he's not that quick, you know, there's something, he's so intelligent. You always feel when he's on the ball or when there's a ball coming to the box, he's going to be the one to somehow find space. And when he wins a header and it's the bar, was that from a corner? Yeah. When, you know, he's arguably the smallest fella on the pitch, and he outjumps everyone. It always seems to me he's 10 steps ahead of everybody else on where the space is, where the ball's going to go. And even with the final goal there as well, again, it's his run. And there's so many times we'd seen Liverpool on the counter-attack not pick the right final pass. Jota gets one chance to do that, and he pulls out an absolute beauty of a pass to Diaz.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.